Oh, hi guys. As you can tell, I got a haircut. Though that happened like, oh fuck, a couple weeks ago. But no, as usually I wear it really short, really short. Especially in the summer, amazing. But I like it short in the winter too, because, well, I'm just weird, I guess. But I've gotten this question a lot. It's kind of, I mean, it makes sense. You don't really see it out here, but I got asked quite a bit. What's it like having a cat in the truck? Should I bring my cat in the truck? Any issues in the truck, etc. Well, first off, I'm going to say, it's if you have a cat that's really outside friendly or just is like friendly, to people, meaning he'll either run outside when the door's open or he'll run up to any person pretty much. Don't bring him out. My cat's coming down. He's up the top bunk, kind of sort of moving. I don't know if that picked it up. But it's stupid. The reason why is chances are if your cat gets out, the likelihood of you getting him back on the road is zero. Like, it's a small chance you could get him back. But more than likely than not, that cat is gone. Same thing with dogs, but dogs are a little easier to see. They're a little bit more likely to come up to a person. But a cat, no. Especially where we usually stop, even less likely they're gonna, be returned or come back. For example, my cat got out from the house back in, what was it, 2012, 2011? He was gone for 5 days, and he brought himself back. I mean, and he had never been outside at that point, but he brought himself back. But it was only because he was hungry. That's it. I left the window open and just hoping he would come back. Luckily he did, because it was fucking me up, but he did. Alright, so, now with that said, what other challenges are out here for a cat? Well, obviously those who watch my channel are aware that I dealt with a cat emergency that I had to go to a vet instead of a vet hospital for a week. Vet clinics, appointment based, nope, not really gonna be a thing for you unless it's not an emergency. I mean, if it's not an emergency wise, you can set up appointments around the country and just go there, periodically throughout the year. But if it's stuff that just randomly pops up that and it's new to your pet, hospitals are pretty much your only fucking option. That means expensive. To put that in perspective, Phoenix, to have him hospitalized on IV fluids, catheter, and have that deal with and stuff. It was like pretty much $1,000 a day, pretty much. That's what it was. So expensive. So, again, if you have a cat that's known to have issues, I wouldn't bring him out here. What else? Let's see. Does the truck stink? No, but it is a more confined space. Litter boxes will always have a slight smell, regardless of whether or not how clean they are. I mean, there's ways to minimize it, but they're always going to have a litter smell. So you're going to be more required to stay on top of the litter. I mean, there's things you do. For example, I'm getting ready to do it, but it's not because of him, just because I like smell. I like my room and my living space just smelling good. Period. So I'm gonna buy those air fresheners when I go home. And I had this double-sided Velcro tape. It's not literally Velcro. It's like a locking grid. It's like 3M tape. If you go look at the Velcro areas, the sticky tape, double-sided tape, all that, you'll know what I'm talking about. It looks like it's by 3M. And it looks like a double locking grid, and it's pretty good. It's actually really secure. And it can hold up to like 20 pounds. And those vibrations good too. I'm probably gonna find somewhere to put in the truck and just have it spray every 30 minutes or whatever. Don't know what smell I'm gonna go with, but we'll find one. But you do that for the smell too. I mean, if you're really that worried. Now, dust. Trucks are dusty as it is. Then you add in fur, and there's only so much you can do. What do though? I have a duster. That's new. It works really well. Keep your fucking filters clean. For example, for Freightliner one, the one underneath the dash, and the one in the sleeper, pretty much are gonna be changing every 2 to 3 months. So, but they're $8 filters. So, I mean, they're not expensive, but they're not gonna last. Oh, and if you smoke, they're gonna be even shorter. So, I mean, you could be changing them every single month. Now, if you got an APU, they'll last longer because usually they're bigger filters, or they're bigger filters. So, oh, I don't smoke, so my last one lasted, when I changed 100,000 miles, like 110. It's like 180 when I changed it, 110. I don't know the fucking thing. I'm still waking up. But it was plugged up, and it was just starting to get to the point where it was starting to like drip moisture. So 150-ish. But again, if you're a smoker, that goes down. So smoke, cigarette tar, bad. Well, the residue, I don't know. I think it's tar. All I know is I hate it. I hate the smell and hate the fucking stickiness. It also makes me feel gross. But now, if your cat is scared, I would put your cat test drive it like I did. Although it doesn't always work, because this cat handled around town drive, going from place to place to place, do my errands. But he spent like 3 hours in the truck, handled that fine. He didn't freak out. He just laid in my lap. I mean, he was a little whiny, he looked crybaby, but I mean, he's a crybaby anyways. So, they will hate car rides. More than likely, your cat's gonna hate car, but it will love a truck. But your cat will need at least about 2 weeks to get relaxed in the truck. So your cat is going to be very nervous, especially when you're driving, but he will get used to it. He or she, it will get used to it. Just takes time. Just more than likely, your cat will be all over you or near you or somewhere to console itself and comfort itself as it's getting used to the truck. The truck is a lot more bearable for the cat. There are things you can do though, like the cat has a favorite blanket at home. Bring it in the truck. Scratch and post is a must, by the way. I would get one that's like this. It doesn't stand up, I lay it down. The reason why is because, yeah, you get the one you can make it look like a ramp. Yeah, they work. They just don't last as long. My cat tore that fucker up, and he loved it, but tore it up. I mean, it lasted less than like a year. Because I mean, trucks are bouncy too. So when he's scratching on it, I had a bump. It goes with them, so it's getting beat up by the truck and him at the same time. That one just lays on the floor, and that one's also built better. So I mean, I've had that for 3 months so far. Yeah, hence why it still looks new. Well, let's see how it looks in here. Dog bowls. That's what I would get for out here for food and water bowls. The reason why they're wider. You get metal ones. You get ones with a rubber base on the bottom. They're still going to slide around. So, but I have rugs, so that's where mine sit on top of the rugs. But if you don't like rugs, then get a truck. Get some form of grip pad underneath them because they will slide around. Now, dog bowls though, because you fill them up with more food. You don't have to put as much water in there. Like you put a third of the water in, it'll be fine with the cat, and they won't have to worry about spilling unless you get an insanely big fucking hole. But yeah, so toys. I mean, you're kind of screwed when it comes to toys. At least in my experience, he doesn't really care about toys anyways. The toys he likes is my trash, meaning aluminum foil balls, fucking fast food wrappers. That's the type of shit he likes to play with. I don't ask me why he does it. Your cat's gonna absolutely love the top bunk. So just know for a fact, you're probably gonna lose your top bunk. He might not go up there for a bit. Like this one took him. He won't stay up there when it's driving. I don't think he likes it up there. Plus, it gets hot. But if it's parked, They love top bunk. They love the Freightliner, for example, in the back, above the like closed cabinet, the little two little cabinets that open up. There's a little cutout on top. Like laying in that. Food's easy, but there is room. For example, to get a. Well, I would get airtight food storage out here, like a container. I have one behind my seat, so pretty much you're going to be buying a lot of dog shit, because it makes it easier for the truck. But it's a dog one, 17 pounds, behind my seat. I had a spare one that was about 25 pounds, and it used to sit top bunk. I just got tired of picking up, lifting it down. So, but I mean, just find one that makes it work if you want airtight storage. Especially like if you open a can bring cans, cats love treats. But if you bring cat food out here and you open it, if you don't put it in the container with the we're going through dry humidity, so it's like there's a chance you ruin the food because those bags are not airtight. Humidity is not good on dry food, period. So you put an airtight container. Not to mention, it's just easier to lug it around. Like if you're the type of person that's not going to buy two sets of things for the house and the truck, grab a container, has handles carried inside, or vice versa. I can lift that whole container up, way up here with one hand, and throw it in the truck. So, just don't get on wheels. I mean, you don't want the extra height. Plus, you don't want the extra height. Like it sits behind my seat, and it's. I'll show you. See, it sits behind my seat, and no wheels. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's like also knowing your cat is by far the most important thing you can do. Like I said, don't bring out a cat out here that has health issues or is very friendly with people, known to run for open doors. This cat, I can open this door, he has no intention to leave it. He'll look out, like poke his head out and look around, like he'll literally lean out the door and do this. He has no intention of coming out. None. Which is good. He hates even being brought out of the truck. I could drag him out of the truck and hold him. But he'll tolerate it. He has no interest being outside. And but as soon as I go to act like I'm reaching to put him back in the truck, he's already clawing back from the inside. Like he's already not bad, that thing. Which is great. It's not like he's scared out here. He's always been like that. He just doesn't like outside or people. He loves the hell out of me though, because spoiled fucker. He's a big boy too, so I'm also responsible owner too. When I get out, even though I'm not worried about him getting out, when I'm backing up, I run windows open, or I need to get my windows open, I roll it up before I even get out. It's not like I'm worried he's getting out. He's going to get out. Probably won't. Why put that percentage of chance out there? Same thing. Door open, I'm getting out. Unless the one time I'm really leaving it open, it's maybe once I blue moon when I do this, is if I'm checking on the fifth wheel of the release to see if it actually released itself. So see if the little handle's out. So I mean that's literally just 5 seconds, or not even 5 seconds. Back, look, and back in. But even more likely too, I'm closing the door. My truck doesn't idle very much, so the chances of him, I think my truck in the last year and a half has idled 16 days. 2 weeks of that was because my AP was broke, and the other 2 days was because it was just too fucking hot for the AP. It was over 105, and AP was like, I can't cool. I just keep it at a temp that's already at. And I was like, fuck that, it's too hot. So I don't really worry about him stepping on the he has locked me out, so that's the thing. He's only done that once though. So have an outside key. Have a key for outside, or always have a key on you. There's always a chance your pet will lock you out regardless of a cat or a dog. But I don't have to worry about him rolling down the windows. He did that once I was driving where he passenger side. He was walking up the dash, and he rolled down about that much. Scared the shit out of him. He fucking jumped. He does not like more likely a cat would not like the windows being rolled down when you're rolling down the highway. So it's like you don't have to worry about that at least. Parked, if you're out of your truck, you're gonna have to find some way to keep them off the door locks or the buttons. I mean, there's a way you can like find something, tape a piece of plastic or some shit like that covers the locks. I mean, there's always a way you find things to work, but it's just a matter of thinking of something, ensuring something. Treats, cat food out here, easy. I just throw mine out up in the top bunk. I mean, he kind of requires it every day. Like he can't be on strictly wet or dry food. He should be on mainly wet food. It's just, I don't know. It's slightly more expensive. I mean, I'm already paying like $212 every time I go home. Well, every 3 months for food for him because prescription food too. Wet food would be about $40 more for every 3 months, so it's like it's not really that much, but it's like he gets about a can every couple of days. I mean, it's not bad. They said at least mix it in if you're not going to give him, mainly wet food. But that is also because when he came out of the hospital for like the first week, he had really no interest in really eating, and the only thing I could get him to really eat was the dry food. So I was like, maybe just something like the wet food. No, he likes that wet food. It was just he didn't want it. Come out of the hospital. That's what he wanted. Like, the only reason why he ate is because I literally put the fucking food, like a little scoop of food on my hand in front of him, and he just stared at it for like 5 minutes. And it's like, fuck, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Like, his gut told him, you better fucking eat. Like, he was suppressing his hunger pretty much. But no, like, Cat's been fucking easy. Like, he lays in my lap when I drive more often than anywhere else in the truck. Like, if I'm driving 11 hours, he probably spends about 8 hours on my lap. Although some days he'll not do that, but more often than not, he's on my lap. Passenger seat, like right now. Well, he's been a cat that's always liked to lay with me, so there's that. Like, he sleeps with me. Like, pretty much he goes where I go, which is a little annoying sometimes because I don't always like him when I'm on my lap when I'm driving, because he doesn't always cooperate. Like, he likes to stand up and turn around, stop, turn around, stop, turn around, stop, and just stand there. Meanwhile, I'm trying to drive, but he's like bumping my arms and everything. It's like, you gotta throw him off, And he's a little pouty, then it comes back and just lays down. And just sits here and looks at me and cries. It's like, well, just fucking lay down then. But no, it's like, honestly, it's probably a better choice to have a cat in here than a dog. As long as you know what you may or may not run into. Dogs, I mean, I don't like dogs that bark a lot, and I hate yappers. Yappers fucking drive me fucking bonkers. So I don't gotta worry about a dog barking. As people like trucks drive by, people walk by, anybody even looks at your truck, bark, bark, bark type shit. Because you're gonna be around a lot of people, a lot of shit. So the chance of the dog barking is pretty high. You don't have to take them outside in snow, rain. You don't have to worry about parking in certain areas to take them outside, or letting them run or whatever. So I mean, not to mention the summertime, pretty much all truck stops are asphalt. Shit's gonna be fucking hot. So they're not always having the option of parking next to a corner or something, or having grass nearby where you can just simply walk. And maybe if they're like, well, a minimum 70 feet from the front of your truck to the back and have grass, not always an option. Sometimes you gotta walk across the parking lot. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking hot. Like when it's 105 outside, what if you got asphalt at? It's up there. It's definitely not. Even your bare feet would not be able to handle that shit. Your hands couldn't even handle it. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about that. I don't know. It's been easy. Like, I was honestly a little surprised this cat came in here and handled this truck as well as he did. Concerning he hates car rides. He fucking hates it. He just cries non-stop, so most likely he gets himself an upset stomach and then fucking has to shit somewhere in the car. Ask me how I know. Twice. But in this truck, granted, I did do, I mean, it's a little bit easier when you're on a truck and it has room, and I made it familiar. Scents are going to be very important. That is, making it feel like home is going to be one of the most important things you can do to help your cat become easy. It's going to be like a 2 to 4 week process of real comfortability, and then he's not going to be pretty much 100% relaxed for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. Because you're constantly moving. That's something you gotta think about. Constantly moving. He has to get used to the bumps, all the noises. For example, air brakes being pulled, even though my windows are up and everything parked, would make him jump. So, I mean, now he doesn't even give a shit. But he's been in here since August of 2020. So, almost 2 years. We're 1 month away from 2 years, and he just fucking loves it out here. Don't listen to people think it's cruel to have a cat in this truck. Cats are naturally lazy anyways, especially domesticated cats, so they sleep for 19 hours anyways. And there's ways you can play. There's ways. My cat's never really been interested in running around. Well, I mean, ever since he was like a year and a half. But never really interested in running around outside, which I don't advise anyways. Like normal cat toys. His shit is, like I said, like the stupid shit that's my trash that he just loves throwing up in the air, biting, fucking just, I mean, he'll literally throw it across the truck, like that type of shit. He'll get his own exercise. Don't worry about the people that say, no, it's cool to have a cat out there, or I bet your truck stinks. If you're a good owner, your truck won't stink. Now, if you're one of those people that can't change the litter box for like from 2 to 4 weeks, you know, either just stay in there, because the truck's gonna stink. Weeks about the most it can go. And then, one more. Stock up. You're pretty much gonna go through a thing of litter, because the truck bumps don't help this. Makes the litter not last as long. But like I have a big litter box. It's just on the passenger floor. There we go. Let's see. That's my litter box. They're relatively clean. He's used it yesterday. But stock up. Oh shit! What I hit? I have about 3 to 4 things of 40 pounds of litter sitting in my box underneath the bed. That's also where the food used to go before the prescription food. Now I only have one bag because it's fucking that 17 pounds a bag. 17 pounds of dry food is $84. Yes, you heard that right. $84. Hence why I only buy one bag at a time, and 17 pounds to last. Well, the 4 months I'm out here, I'm not out here as much anymore because I have obligations at home now that I have to definitely go home to, otherwise they get upset. So behind me, the canned food up. Just yeah, stocking up, definitely important. Pet wipes, important. Very important. Pet brush, very important. You're gonna want to vacuum. I actually have a real shop vac out here, like a 5-gallon shop vac. It's just in the top bunk. The hose is about 10 feet, so it reaches anywhere. Well, it's actually about 10, 15 feet. I don't know how fucking long the hose is. All I know is the top bunk of the Freightliner, on the passenger side, it'll reach the driver's side pedals. And it's a real shop vac. Not like some mini like car wand and plug in a cigarette lighter or cigarette cord. No. Real shop vac, little 12-volt plug, house or 115. I don't remember what the fuck that plug is. I don't know. But you have any regrets? No. Has it made my life out here more easier? Yes. It was hard before I took him out here. When I would go home and he would just be glued to my side more than he usually was. I mean, he's always glued to my side. Anybody knows my cat and me knows he glued to my side. When I get out, he's sitting right here looking out, trying to see me. And if he can see me, he meows at me through the window type thing. Like, even though I can't hear him and he can't hear me. Like, I mean, he can hear me. I just can't hear him. But he would glue himself to my side when I go home, and it made it really hard to leave. I got tired of dealing with that third twice, so I said, fuck it, you're coming out with me, we're gonna try this shit. Best thing I did. Alright guys, so you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye!